So, what are your 5 basket ingredients this week?
Okay, well, welcome back to the Bobcat Cooking Show. As you see, I got a new hat. It says the Bobcat Cooking Show. But I am going to turn mine around so it'll be a little easier for me to cook this way. You can read the back of me when I turn around. Alrighty, let's see what we have here. Haha. Carrots, cameraman's favorite. Oh, cabbage. Oh, red cabbage. Oh, his favorites. Ha! Smoked shoulder bark, onions, and horseradish. Oh, I know he loves that stuff. Alrighty, looks like smoked butt and cabbage for us today. Okay, well, we're going to put this stuff in later and later. But we want to get this going. And I think I got some onions already that I need to get rid of here. So you can read the back of my hat. So I'm going to use some of my older onions here. There we go. And looks like this will be getting ready for St. Patty's Day here. And as you see, I have my St. Patty's shelf up here. My little wall, and over here and there I'm getting ready for St. Patty's. So I guess the smoked butt is a little tribute to that too. Looks like we'll be doing some shepherd pie this month probably as well. Alrighty, so we want to cut up 2 onions and get these in some boiling water. I need my garbage bowl today. I got a pot of water up there. Bless you.
Thank you.
Alright. Let's see. Oh, we're going to need some of the cameraman's favorite garlic. Can't live without that. I got some thyme here. Going to need some salt. Going to need some peppercorn. Some mustard seed. Alrighty. And my trusty old butcher knife. And we're going to need some brown sugar. Alrighty. So, we are going to get cut up here 2 onions. Just a drop in that pot. Oh, I'm going to need some bay leaf as well. Oh, Kevin's jumping out at me. Too many spices. Alright. Okay. Alrighty. Toss this onion in there. 1 onion. And get this one in there. Okay, we're going to cook this about 40 minutes a pound. This smoked butt. Put some seasonings in here. I'm going to put in a handful of black peppercorn here, nice handful. It's about not quite a tablespoon, but close. And I just want to throw in a couple of celery stalks there, just for the flavor of it all. And we are leaving our leaves on it because, you know, as I said before, leaves have flavor. We're not using those to eat, we just want them for flavor. Alrighty. Our carrots and our cabbage will be thrown in later. Okay, so I got maybe a little 1/4 teaspoon of mustard seed here. Add that in. And we need some salt going on in here. We're going going to have like a teaspoon of salt here. And let's throw in 2 bay leaves. There's 1. And 2. And I have some thyme. Now the thyme you can really just throw in the bunch just like that, and when it falls off the sticks, you don't pull those out. And we have some garlic. Yep, he's at it already. I didn't even get my knife cut through it. There he goes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And if you wanted, you didn't even have to peel these as well. You could just throw them in as they are because you really just want this for your flavor. But I know my son here loves to eat this, so son/cameraman. And I think Bobby likes to eat this too when he comes home, so we'll just peel off some of these babies so we can actually eat some of them. Alrighty. I think I have something in my cupboard that is, so I've got 5 cloves here that I'm just going to toss in that pot, and I have to see if I put it in the refrigerator or I must have put it in here because yes, I did. Alrighty, I got it. Okay, you can use chicken stock, chicken bouillon if you want. I don't use bouillon too often because it's a salty little thing. But I found this little nice thing by Knorr, and each one of these makes about, I think, 3.5 cups of stock. I think it says it's on here. Yeah, 3.5 cups of boiling water, and stir in one of these, and it makes your stock. So I'm a big fan of cooking in flavor and not in water. So I'm going to add this to my water. And that will help with some flavor. I'm going to mix that up a little bit. So that'll melt down. It's breaking apart now. As you can see, if I can get it up here. See, it's like a gel here. Oh, I lost it. But either way, it's falling apart, and it'll change the little color in here, and it'll give us some more flavor. So this is kind of a nice thing to have in your pantry, and you could actually, I would say if you wanted to use just a portion of this, that you could use just a portion and refrigerate the rest of it. Nice little handy thing to have on hand. Alrighty. Well, I guess I have another garlic for my man here before I put the rest of it away. I guess I should give him some, huh?
Thank you.
There you go. Alrighty. So we're bringing this up to a boil. Just getting close to it. I can already smell what that little thing of stock is doing to this. Alrighty. Okay, let's get our smoked mutton here. And then we're going to throw some potatoes in this too, but we're not going to throw the vegetables or anything in here for a little while yet. We don't want them to be overcooked. We just want to cook down this smoked butt for probably about 2 hours, and then we'll add our vegetables to it. Because this is about 2.5 pounds, I'd say. Yep, 2.5 pounds. Just over 2.5 pounds. Alrighty. Okay, nice. Alright, so we're just going to toss this baby right in here. Okay. We're going to bring that to a boil. Then we're going to simmer it. Turn it down to a simmer and partially cover it for 2 hours. So we've got all the spices we need in there. Our carrots, potatoes, and cabbage will go in a little bit later. Oh, one other thing I want to add to this is some light brown sugar. I'll put in like 3 teaspoons of some light brown sugar to this. Guess you could use dark if that's all you had, but we're going to go with some light. Okay. You know, when you're dealing with this, you want to pack it, so there we go. So you have it all. You don't want to skimp on this. There's 2. You can see this is already changing from the soup starter, or that little chunk of stock starter that I have in there. Alrighty. Okay, all our garlic, our onions, our celery for flavor. Alrighty. So we are going to get ready to cover this, and we're going to take a short break, and I'm going to get my potatoes. We're going to peel some of those up and my carrots, and we'll be back in a few hours. Alrighty, welcome back to the Bobcat Cooking Show. Alrighty, we're going to put our cabbage on. We've been cooking over here for about 2 hours, a little bit over 2 hours. So we are going to put on our cabbage. I'm only going to use half of this cabbage though. I'm going to do a little bit of half and half here. Nice and purple. Alright, we don't need that part, so I'm just going to cut on each side of this. There we go. Tough one. Alrighty. So we're going to dump this in our pot here, which has been simmering away. Onions are real loose, and that looks really nice and tender. So we're going to add in half and half on our cabbage. Looks like I'm going to be saving the other half of this for some nice, I'm going to make some, what do I want to say? Egg rolls. So that's what I'm going to do with the other half of these 2 heads of cabbage. Which will make a nice shredded cabbage for some egg rolls, which I'll make another night, a couple of nights from now. And we're going to take the other half of this cabbage. I'm just going to cut this one in half. And this one we are going to toss in. I'm going to bring this up to a boil again. And then I'm going to simmer it after it comes to a complete boil. Alright, you can put this away for another day. And I am going to start peeling some of our carrots and some potatoes that I will be putting into the pool of food a little bit later. So we'll be back when we put these in. We'll see you in a little bit. Alrighty, we cut up our potatoes and we have them in a pot. And I put a little pat of butter in there to kind of just make them a little creamy there. And we did our carrots as well. I'm actually doing them in a separate pot only because we don't want our potatoes to be purple with our cabbage. So that's the reason, because I have purple cabbage in here. And this broth has turned kind of like purple, so I don't want my potatoes getting all purple. So those are going to cook up for about half an hour or so, and we'll be back then. Alrighty, let's get this baby out. Oh, this baby's tender. Whoa. That thing's like it's gonna fall apart. Ooh, baby. Look at that. Get that rosemary out. Some of this cabbage. There's our rosemary, or our thyme rather. Let's pull those out. Ooh, cabbage. A little bay leaf, pull that out. Can't tell what's the green and the purple anymore. Isn't that colorful? Green and purple cabbage. I don't think I need the celery though. Just gonna throw that back in. That was just for our flavor. Pick one more bunch and that ought to do it. Another thyme. And another. Alrighty. And another celery. And another bay leaf. And another thyme. Alright, that ought to do it for that. And we have our potatoes.
Oh, it smells good. It smells good.
Which we're going to throw a little bit of dillweed on the potato there. Just a little bit.
We all got to talk Irish now, can't we?
Yeah. Okay. And we have some carrots.
Oh, man. Carrots are good for your eyes, right, Kathy?
Right. Alrighty. That takes care of that.
I'll take that over.
And there we go.
Wow.
Alrighty. Got it?
Oh, got it, babe. Oh.
Alrighty.
Oh, the blizzard at the table, too.
Is the blizzard at the table? There's a blizzard.
We got a little plate for the blizzard.
Oh, a little plate for the blizzard.
Well, you want to hear the most famous words, Kathy?
Let's eat.
Let's eat! Kathy, 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 Kathy!
Baby.
Look at this beautiful, beautiful
Ah.
meal. So tender is this meat.
Yes.
What's all these secrets of how to prepare such a beautiful meal like this, Kathy?
No big secret, baby. Just, cook it in some chicken stock instead of water. Mm-hmm. Instead of boiling it to death.
Yeah, and you do that with your rice though, too, right?
Yes, I do. I've been doing that with my rice for many, many years.
Oh, this looks so good. These
Yeah,
carrots
it's
are
just falling apart. This
cat loves this.
smoked butt. Oh, the cat likes it.
Oh,
yeah, I did a little combo
Wow.
of cabbage today. I did purple and green, but I didn't cook the potatoes and the onions. I mean the carrots with them because I didn't want to make the potatoes purple.
It melts in your mouth.
Does it? Let's see.
It melts in your mouth. It melts in your mouth.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that is so good.
Isn't that delicious? Wow, this is super.
That's even extra special good with that horseradish. I
Oh,
like
the cabbage is real good. And these carrots. Oh, Just perfect. Just perfect. Well, I'll tell you, this is the most delicious meal. I'm going to start eating.
Yeah, getting ready for spring with this.
Get ready for spring and St. Patrick's Day.
That's right.
So now you got your recipe for St. Patrick's Day.
Yep.
But if you tune into the Bobcat Cooking Show, watch it.
Go to Facebook,
Give us
hit the like button, and we'll see you next week.